Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So let's get started with today's problem with some good news. So for this year we have earned the annual badge 2024 for solving 300 plus day problems on this platform in 2024. Right, so I hope that you guys are also solving one question daily with us. Okay, and I have made the tutorial of all the questions that we have solved in this year, right? So now let's move to the question number 13 of this month. Okay, so uh, problem number 2563. Okay, we have to count the number of fair pairs. Okay, and we have given a zero indexed integer array nums of size n and two integers lower and upper. Okay, we have to return the number of fair pairs. A pair I of j is fair if both the indexes should be different. Okay, both the pairs, okay, a pair ij, okay, both the indexes should be different and indexes should be in the range from 0 less than n. Okay, so we can actually apply sorting here. Okay, so this doesn't mean that my I index should be less than j. Okay, so there is little bit confusion here that many guys are facing, right? So here we can do the sorting. Okay, so just a little bit confusion here. Okay, here it simply means that whenever we make the pair, so we can't use the same index both the times. Okay, so if I'm using here I, then here I should use j only. Okay, I can't use this two times. Okay, so that's the simple thing here. And the sum of two pairs, okay, so I picked two numbers and I did the pairing of them. So the value should be greater than or equal to my lower and less than equal to upper. Okay, so this is what we need to do, right? Okay, so now let's see example number one. Okay, so here let's say I have total 10 apples, okay, with me. So here first apple, second apple, third apple, fourth apple, fifth apple, sixth apple, seventh apple, eighth apple, ninth apple, and 10th apple. Okay, so total 10 apples are there with me. Okay, and now I want you guys to find the number of apples in this range, okay. So this is my apple number one, apple number two, apple number three, apple number four, apple number five, apple number six, seven, eight, nine, and 10. Okay, so in this range I want you guys to find. So I can say here that this is nothing but my lower, right? And this is nothing but upper. Okay, okay, so these two things are given to us, right? Lower and upper. So now here I want in this range how many apples are there in this range. So can I do one thing here? I can find the number of apples I have which are less than 11. Number of apples which are less than 11. Okay, number of apples which are less than 11, and I can find the number of apples which are less than 6. Okay, which are less than 6. So if I do this, okay, so definitely I will get the answer of this part. Okay, the number of apples that I have less than 11. Okay, so how many apples which are less than 11 here? Okay, so from 11. Okay, so 10 plus 1, 11. So less than 11, how many apples are there? 10. Okay, minus the number of apples which are less than 6. Okay, number of apples less than 6. So here how many apples are there? 5, right? So less than 11 and here less than 6. Okay, so 5. So 10 minus 5 is 5. So this 5 is the result of this part, right? So 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so what is thing that I'm doing here? Here in the upper bound, okay, in the upper bound here, what I'm doing, I'm incrementing the value by 1. Okay, upper plus 1, upper plus 1, 11. Okay, and I am finding the apples which are less than 11. Okay, and here I'm simply finding the number of apples which are less than 6. So here I'm doing upper plus 1. Okay, and then finding the apples which are less than this, and here I'm just subtracting the number of apples less than lower. Simple. Okay, so I'm going to use this thing later on in my code. Okay, So this is how I get the result of this part. Okay, upper minus lower. Okay, so this is done. All right, now let's see this example. 0 1 7 4 4 5. Okay, 0 1 7 and 4 4 5. Okay, and first thing that we need to do here is just sort them in increasing order. So after sorting, it is going to look like this: 0 1 4 4 5 and here 7. Okay, after sorting, so this is nothing but my 0 index, 1 index, 2 index, 3 index, 4 index and 5 index. Okay, and what is the value of lower and upper? 3 and 6. Okay, lower is 3 and upper is 6. Okay, this is given to us, right? So now here what I'm going to do, uh, I will just, after sorting, I will return. Okay, so what I will return here, I will return lower bound. Okay, I'm going to call this helper method. Let's say lower underscore bound. Okay, and inside this I'm just going to pass this complete array nums. Okay, my complete array nums, and here upper plus 1. Here I'm doing upper plus 1 na? 10 11. Okay, apples which are less than 11. Okay, so here I'm doing upper plus 1. Okay, upper plus 1. Okay, and I'm subtracting here. Again I'm calling this method lower bound, lower underscore bound. Okay, I am passing my nums, and here less than lower. Okay, less than 6, less than lower. Okay, so lower I am going to write here. Okay, I'm going to simply call this method. I'm simply going to return this. So this is going to give me output. So my upper is going to be here upper plus 1. So here this is going to be 7. Okay, this value is going to be 7 here, and lower is a 3, so this value is going to be 3. Okay, so I have to just find out the answer for this part, this helper method, and then I have to find the answer for this part. Okay, this helper method. Okay, so now what I'm going to do. Okay, so this is clear, right? Why I'm writing upper plus 1 and lower. So same example. Okay, just same example, use same example. Okay, so this is done. Now how I'm going to calculate. So we are just going to calculate the number of pairs with sum less than this value. We are going to calculate the number of pairs with sum less than this value. Okay, so here uh, first initially put my, okay, now I'm going to solve this part first. Okay, so take my left as 0 and take right as nums dot length minus 1. Okay, which is nothing but this 5 index. Okay, this is done. Now what I'm going to do, initially my result is 0. Okay, so this is nothing but my left and this is nothing but right, and take my result as 0 initially. Okay, so now I'm going to run one while loop, and in the while loop I'm just going to run until while my left is less than equal to right. Okay, so inside this what I'm going to do, inside this what I'm going to do. Okay, this is what I need to check. So here 0, now see carefully. Okay, 0, my left is here, my right is here, right? 0 7, what is the sum? 7. So 7 is not in this range, right? 7 is not in this range, right? So we need the values which are less than 7. Okay, this less than 7. So here this 7 is not in the range. Okay, so what are the different elements in the range? We have 3 4 5 6. Okay, so 7 is out of the range, right? 7 is out of range, right? So 7, okay, out of range. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to decrement. Okay, here I'm just going to shift the right pointer backwards. Okay, until we get a valid window. Okay, so now my right is going to move to this position. Okay, so now see here 0 and 5, sum is 5. Okay, sum is 5. Okay, so this 5 is less than the value. Okay, this value 7. Okay, so this is good, right? This is forming one pair. Okay, this is forming one pair, 0 and 5. Now here if this is forming one pair, then I'm going to update my result as result plus right minus left. Now what is the reason for this? Right minus left. Okay, so result initially is 0 plus right minus left. So here what is my right? My right is at this position, okay, 4 4, and my left is at this position 0. Okay, so I am getting 4 here in the result, 4 here directly. Now what does this mean? This simply means here, now listen carefully, simply means that if this is forming one pair with this one, then definitely this can form one pair with this one, this can form one pair with this one, and this one can form this pair with this one, because we have already sorted all the elements in my array. Okay, so here we don't need to check further, right? 0 and 5 are forming pair, so definitely 0 and 4 are going to make pair, 0 and this 4 are going to make pair, 0 and this one is going to make one pair. Okay, so what we did, we get the result as 4 here directly. Now from here I'm just going to increment my left plus plus. Okay, so now my left is going to move to this position. Okay, so this is done. So here let me just remove it. Okay, so now my left is at this position. Okay, at this position. Now from here I will see. Okay, now from here I will see, so left is this and right is this, so 1 5 they are forming one pair, 1 and 5 forming one pair, so definitely this 1 4 and 1 4 is also going to make a pair. Okay, so here I'm simply going to write my result as result is equal to result plus right minus left. Okay, this is what we are doing, right minus left. Okay, so here 1 5 are forming one pair now. So here just see the index 4 minus this is nothing but one index. Okay, this is one index, so 4 minus 1 is 3, so 3 I'm adding, previous result was 4, so total value is 7. And this 3, you know why this 3 is coming, this 3 is coming because if this one is forming with a pair 5, then this one is also forming one pair with 4, and this one is also forming one pair with 4. Okay, what we are finding, we are finding all the values whose sum is less than 7. This is what we are finding, right? So this is done. Okay, now once this is done, now my left is going to move to the next position. My left reach is here. Okay, 4 plus 5 9. Okay, so this is not forming one combination 4 and 5. Okay, so my right is going to decrement, my right is going to decrement. Okay, so my right is here. Then 4 and 4 8, this is not forming one combination. Now my right is decremented here, and my right reach is here. So now I have to stop here. I have written somewhere while loop. Okay, I think, yeah, here. So my left is less than right, no, because both left and right are at same position. So what was the result I was getting here? 7. Okay, 7 is the result that I was getting. Okay, so here let's validate that. Let's validate. So if there are 7 pairs whose sum is less than 7, right? So let's see what are the 7 pairs. So one pair is this 0 5 is one pair, then 0 4 is one pair, 0 4 is one pair, 0 1 is one pair. Okay, and then we have 1 5 one pair, 1 4 one pair, and 1 4 one pair. That's it. Is there any other pair? No. So we have got the values just like here, upper bound plus 1. Okay, so here we have got all the values which are uh, less than 7. Okay, so for this what we are returning our output, we are returning our output as 7. Okay, so this method is going to return me 7. So here I'm writing this 7 like this here. Okay, here this is 7. Okay, 7. All right, now what is the answer that I'm going to get for this one? Okay, nums, and here I'm passing just a lower. Okay, so let's solve this. So here again, start from here. Okay, again left and right. Okay, so now I'm going to write it directly. Okay, just understand it carefully. Okay, now so here initially my left is at this position, my right is at this position. What I'm finding, I am finding the pairs whose sum is less than this lower, which is 3. Okay, so 3 0 7 no, so here my right is going to decrement, right moves here. 0 5 no, so right is going to decrement, right reaches here. 0 4, no, right is going to decrement. Then here 0 here right reaches here, let's say 0 4, sum is 4 less than equal 3, no, so let's decrement it. Now here we reach, okay, so now see here 0 and 1, they are forming one combination, right? So only one pair whose sum is less than 3, 0 1. So here this method is going to return me 1. So 7 minus 1, 6. So 6 is the output from my this example number 1. Yes. So see, 0 3 0 4 0 5 1 3 1 4 and 1 5, right? So we are getting the correct output. Okay. So from all these pairs, I have removed this pair. Okay. So all these pairs have value value. Total sum is less than 7, and this pair has value less than 3. Okay. So this is what I did now. Upper bound. Okay, so here just see this example. Okay, so I know that you guys are already clear now, right? So very easy problem, right? So lower bound numbers upper plus 1, and here we have to just do the lower, and then we have to solve it like this. Okay, so now let's write the code is going to be very simple for this one. Just I think going to be 20 25 25 26 lines. Okay, I can say. Okay, so here first thing, let's sort our array. Okay, arrays dot sort nums. All right, and now after sorting, what we have to done, we have to done lower bound. Okay, in my array, okay, I'm passing my complete array, and I'm finding the pairs whose value is less than my upper plus 1 minus, here is a lower bound na? Spelling mistake, lower bound. Okay, so here lower underscore bound, all the values in my all the pairs I need to find whose value of sum, you can say, is less than lower. Okay, so this line is clear, right? Same for example. Okay, so that's it. Now let's write the code for this one. Okay, we have to calculate the number of pairs with sum less than value. Okay, so here private return type, let's keep it long. Okay, private long lower underscore bound. So what are the things that we are passing here in our this method? So first thing that we are passing is my nums array, and the next thing that we are passing is one value. Okay, so now inside this, what we are doing, so initially I am saying that let's take my left 0. Okay, starting from left 0 only, and right, let's say it has my nums dot length minus 1. Okay, this is going to be my right index. Then I'm just going to run one while loop while my left is less than right, and inside this I'm just going to calculate the sum. Int sum is equal to nums of left plus nums of right. Okay, and once this is done, then we have to check if my sum is less than value. Okay, then we have to add the size of window to result and move to the next index. Okay, so that's what we need, we are finding, right? So here if the sum is less than value. Okay, so here if sum is less than value, okay, simple means that if 0 and 5, let's say, are making one pair, correct pair, then definitely these will also make pair because array is already sorted. Okay, and we are finding only all those values which are less than that particular value. Okay, so if sum is less than value here, so inside this just we are just going to update my result as result is equal to result plus right minus left. Okay, and once we calculate this, just increment my left. Okay, and in the else part, we have to just shift the right pointer backwards until we get a valid window. Okay, so right minus minus, and here in the end, here you can see, you can write return result. Okay, that's it, just 20 lines, right? Return result, that's it. Now let's run the code and see if there are any code issues. So yes, so result. Okay, I didn't take that variable. I didn't take that. So let's take that then. Here int result is equal to 0 long. Okay, return type is long now, so let's take it long. So all the test cases has been accepted. Now let's submit it. So see, our solution is accepted, right? So I hope that you guys are able to understand today's problem, and if you guys still have any doubts, then please feel free to ask in comment section. And the time complexity is basically dominated by this step, okay, since we are sorting the array. So for this part, and log n is going to time complexity, okay, and this is dominated one, okay. And for this lower bound, okay, so here we are just moving over all the elements in my nums array, and as soon as we found one valid pair, then we are just calculating that simply, okay, calculating that result simply. But overall time complexity is going to be dominated by this step, okay. So yeah, I hope that you guys are clear with this today's problem, and meet you guys in the next video. Thank you, and please don't forget to like this video, share this video with your friends, and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.